Hey guys, what is up? My name is Sire, and today I'm going to review American Ultra. I'm not exactly sure how to describe how I feel about this movie. I was both simultaneously pleasantly surprised and disappointed by it at the same time. I expected a decent movie, and it was an okay movie. It wasn't the best movie of the year. I saw Hitman right before it, and I honestly enjoyed this movie better, to my disappointment. But at the same time, it wasn't a great movie. The plot was just kind of all over the place, and it was just, what are you talking about? And the characters, they were actually okay. That's actually why I was pleasantly surprised. Jesse Eisenberg and Kristen Stewart are not actors that I particularly like. I might even go so far as to say I hate them. I've never really seen a movie where I liked their performance at all. I just think that they're both emotionless actors. But in this movie, I gotta say, they were the shining stars. I think they did it great. And I mean, I've never seen Kristen Stewart show that much emotion in a role, or even in real life for that matter, in my entire life. Same exact thing with Jesse Eisenberg. I thought they had a real connection there. I thought they had good on-screen chemistry. That chemistry was actually pretty surprising because I think they've done a movie together before, Adventureland, in which their chemistry in that movie was absolutely terrible. I think that their whole thing was just not good at all, which is a shame because I love Ryan Reynolds and he was in that movie too. Now, on to what disappointed me about this movie. I was hoping it would be better. It looked really funny in the trailers. The action looks pretty cool. But in the actual movie, it wasn't a completely unfunny movie. There were a few laughs here and there. It was a decent comedy, so to speak. And the action scenes were decent, especially that final fight. That final climactic battle scene at the end was just excellent. I was really impressed because the entire movie I was thinking how these action scenes aren't really as good as they seem in the trailer. Like the old frying pan bullet trick, it wasn't as funny and new to me as I felt it was when I saw it in the trailer. So that was a bit of a disappointment, even though they made up for it in the final fight. Overall, like I said before, the plot wasn't too great. The whole concept was a bit ridiculous, and the bad guys were just kind of unbelievable. I can't imagine any situation where the bad guy would be allowed to do these things. But there was one moment involving one of the henchmen of the bad guy that I was honestly a bit touched in his interaction with Jesse Eisenberg's character. I won't go too much into details to avoid spoilers, but I was honestly impressed with how it actually made me feel an emotion during that scene, and I was like, oh, okay, well, that's not too bad. And one thing I really, really liked about this movie was that during the trailer, they kind of made Jesse Eisenberg's character seem like some unstoppable killing machine, and to some extent he is because he does fight everyone eventually, but he's not so unstoppable like Hitman, like Agent 47 and Hitman. He just can't even really be touched almost. But in American Ultra, Jesse Eisenberg, he's really powerful in a fight, and he basically wins every fight. But he takes a few hits here and there, and towards the end of the movie, he's pretty beaten up. Like he's really roughed up. He's like near death almost, and I was just like, oh, okay. I liked how he's not some ridiculously overpowered immortal badass, and I like how he's actually a realistic fighter. The acting was so-so. Like I said, Kristen Stewart and Jesse Eisenberg, to my immense surprise, did great. I think in this movie they really had an actual chemistry, and I know a lot of actors say that and then wind up having zero chemistry, but I honestly felt like they had chemistry. I'm so shocked I can't even think of another word for it. Everyone else did okay. They weren't amazing. They were just kind of okay, I guess. In the end, it was an okay movie. I don't know if you want to spend $10 to $15 on it. It's really up to you. It's kind of one of those movies that's on the borderline. If you like that kind of comedy and that kind of comedy action movie, because as usual, it's not the type of comedy for everyone, just like every type of comedy is not the type of comedy for everyone. But if you like that type of comedy, maybe it's you might want to see it in theaters. Maybe you might want to wait till it comes out on DVD and Blu-ray. That's up to you. It was moderately funny, not hilarious, but there were quite a few laughs throughout the entire movie. Just some of them completely did not care for them, but some of them were pretty good. The plot, not great. The writing, not too great either. The acting, excluding Kristen Stewart and Jesse Eisenberg, who did amazing, was so-so. And overall, it was an okay movie. Better than Hitman, at the very least. Still can't believe it. If you guys already saw the movie or think you have a different opinion than I do on it, feel free to leave a comment, a respectful comment, let's keep it civil, and maybe we can talk about it more there. If you like this video, please press the like button and subscribe to see more of my reviews and other content. I like my stuff, you know. I'm subscribed to me, you should too. And it's as simple as that. Peace out.